Welcome to your 10 at 10. Today's March the 5th, 2024. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about consistency and how that's important, why that's important, especially in our business and in just about every industry. Like, it's amazing. Like, one of the themes at conference, and it didn't really matter which seminar or session I was in, almost every single one mentioned this word right here, consistency. And one of the coolest feelings I've ever had was several times throughout the whole conference. When it was mentioned, some people that I knew that were sitting next to me or standing next to me or whatever, they would give me the elbow and say, "You do a really good job of that, Tom. I see your videos every week." And they're talking about the 10 at 10. That's the one thing that I committed to this last year, and we did. Not every Tuesday and Thursday, but we didn't miss many. And it's amazing. Like our 10 at 10s, we don't get many comments, we don't get many likes, but there's a lot of people that see them. And I think that's really incredible. When you're talking about consistency in other industries, you could take McDonald's, right? McDonald's has how many different franchises? I have no clue how many they have right now. They're all over the world. But you go into some place and you order a Big Mac and you know you're going to get the same Big Mac that you've had 100 times. Um, at the Copper Kettle the other day, we're talking about the menu. And one of the things I'm harping on my team about in the front of the house and in the back of the house is consistency. And we're talking about just yesterday, we were talking about, St. Patrick's Day and what kind of specials we're going to have for St. Patrick's Day. And I'm like, what do you guys want to do? And somebody said a Reuben sandwich. Like that's phenomenal for like that's known worldwide for St. Patrick's Day. It's got to be a Reuben sandwich. And I said, all right. So how are we going to build a Reuben sandwich that we've never built together before? And how are we going to build it so that it's the same Thursday as it is on Monday? And it was interesting. There was conversations about the type of bread we should use and the type of corned beef we should use and the type of, Thousand Island we should use. And I'm like, well, why don't we just go to the Keyhole Bar in Mackinac City and see what they're doing? Because that's the best one I've ever had. The first one I had was like 29 years ago, and the last one I had was 2 years ago, but it tastes exactly the same. It was the same exact product. It may have been improved along the lines, but it's still just as good, if not better, than it was 29 years ago. And I said, I'm all for improving, but I want consistency through the whole process. And it's the same in real estate. When your clients use you like 19 years ago, like I'm in the middle of that right now. I have a client that was one of the first clients I helped 19 years ago. And I like to think that I'm their realtor today because I was consistent about staying in contact with them over 19 years. Now, I haven't done as good a job as that as I should with all of my clients, but with these clients I did, and I'm pretty proud of that. Um, but it goes back to consistency. Come up with a marketing plan, like we talked about the other day, and stick to it. Make sure you do the same things the same days every week. And if you can do them every week for a month, that's awesome. If you can do them every month that way for a year, that's even better. And if you could string it through your whole career, you're going to have a tremendous amount of success. And there's no doubt about it. When I was at conference and every single time I heard that word, it just like echoed in my brain. And I said, dang, the 10 at 10. I'm consistent with that. We got to keep that going. And when people were nudging me, it was just cool. I knew that I was succeeding at that point. So, anyhow, try to figure out the metrics that are important to generating business for you and changing leads into prospects, prospects into clients. And if you can figure those things out, which which metrics move those actions, then figure out how to be consistent at them, and you're going to have a great business. So, anyhow, I hope you have a great day and do your best to make today awesome.